Let's explain now what it means to evaluate a certain function at various points. You will see that it's not as simple as plugging in the number. What do I mean by that? Consider the function f of x equals 1 over square root of x plus 1. Okay. Once again, we read that this as f of x is equal to 1 over square root of x plus 1. So when you're asked to find f of 3, the idea is very simple. So go to this formula and replace x with 3. So go to the formula and say 1 over square root of 3 plus 1. Okay, just do the math. So this gives you 1 over square root of 4, which is of course 1/2. Right, this evaluation is straightforward. Similarly, what is f of 0? F of 0. Okay, I'll go to the function and replace x with 0. It's 1 over square root of 0 plus 1, which gives you 1 over square root of 1, which is just 1, because square root of 1 is 1, 1 over 1 is 1. But here's the question. What is f of a? And again, people get confused here. They're trying to figure out, do I need to solve for a? Do I need to get a number out of it? No, what this really means is, again, the same concept as here. Go to the formula and replace x with a. And what you're going to get is not going to be a number. It's just going to be an expression. And in this case, it's going to be 1 over square root of a plus 1. And that is it. That is what you get if you plug in a in the place of x. And you stop over there. You don't try to find a equals 5. You don't set it equal to 0 or anything crazy like that. Just leave it like that. This is evaluating this function at x equals a. Now, similarly, we can have all sorts of crazy things inside this argument. This says f of x plus h. Great. I'll have to take this x plus h and put it in the place of x. So, over here, instead of x, I put x plus h. All right? And once again, that's the answer. You don't have to solve it anything. You don't have to continue anymore. That's just it. Replace x, remove x, and in its place, put whatever argument I say here. X plus h, x plus h. Also, a squared minus 1. Same thing. 1 over square root a squared minus 1 plus 1. And this one, we can continue it a little bit because there is that minus 1 and the plus 1 that cancel out. And we get 1 over square root of a squared. These two go away, right? And the square root of a squared just gives you absolute value of a. So this is 1 over absolute value of a, right? The square and the root cancel out, but you have to make sure that the answer is positive, therefore you just throw in an absolute value over there. The last one is a plus h minus 1, f of a plus h minus 1. Okay, same deal. You remove x and you put a plus h minus 1 in its place. So it's going to be 1 over square root a plus h minus 1 plus 1. And again, as I drop the parentheses over there, I see the minus 1 and the plus 1 and they cancel out. And what you get is 1 over square root of a plus h. And that is it. When we say evaluate then, it just means replace x in the formula with whatever I put inside the argument of f. All right? And the output could be a number, or it could be a whole expression with respect to a. It could be an expression with respect to a and h. It could be an expression with respect to x and h. It doesn't really matter, as long as you replace the argument inside with whatever I give you.